Hey bestie, are you in your mid-30s, not married, no kids? In today's video, I'm gonna help you. If you didn't know, I'm Myesha Chaney, life strategist for women who want it all, author, speaker, and your new best friend. I have had so many women approach me over the past 10, 15 years with this heartbreaking cry. And that is, will I ever find love? Will I ever meet my partner? And then those women who are in a relationship that say, I'm in a relationship, I really like this guy, I'm in love, but my clock is ticking, I don't have any kids, and I'm not married. Here are a few things that I think would be really helpful. First, I want to say I totally hear you and I see you. I understand the feeling that undergirds this situation that says, I'm stuck. Like, what do I do? This is the one thing in life that we need partnership with. So as an independent woman, for the past 20 years, you could be building your empire and traveling the world and living your best life and doing all of these things. But when it comes to starting a family, you need another person. And to want to do something as powerful as you are and not being able to do it has to feel frustrating, disappointing, feels like, what's wrong with me? When is my time gonna come? I wanna help heal, give you a different perspective today. Number one, step out of the story of how life should be, okay? This is your work. It's me and you talking. This is woman to woman, bestie to bestie. There is a story that has been created for what we should be, how we should be. What makes us want to be a mother? What is that? Are we just born in this world and automatically just want to have babies? Some of this comes from the movies we watch, our family history. There's a story that's been created that's influencing how we feel right now. Being mid-30s, 40, never married, no children, and the story is coming back that says you should be somewhere. You're shooting on yourself. I should be married. I should have children. When is it gonna happen? Understand the story at play here and step out of it. See it for what it is. How did I get here? What is influencing these desires so much so? I know for me, I wanted children because I knew as a nurse at the time, there were so many older people that died alone. And I was like, I don't want to end alone. Therefore, I will need to have a family so that in my later years, I have people that I can grow and build with. It was a very practical reason. What is driving your desire for this family, for this marriage? If it's not your story, step out of it. Number two, what matters most to you? If you're in a love relationship right now and you're enjoying it, it's fruitful, it's meaningful, you feel happy in yourself, in your life, your partner makes you even happier, and it's going well, what matters most to you? If you're with somebody and they say, because I'm sure you've already communicated this to your partner, right? I'm sure you've already had a number of conversations about your internal clock and knowing the time is coming where I'll have to say goodbye to motherhood forever, but he is not budging. He's not moving. It doesn't seem like he's wanting to move forward with it. This is time for you to really sit with you. What matters most to you? If you said, I want to be a mother more than anything in the world, it's very important. It's a non-negotiable. Think about your life at the end and work your way backwards. What if you didn't have kids? How do you feel at 75? How do you feel at 60? How do you feel at 50? Just say you traveled the world, you built a business, you've done all these things. Now what? How does that land with you? And if that doesn't land with you well, then you have to make choices that honor you. Sometimes that might mean not being in relationship. And I know this is hard. Like, I watch movies about this and I've seen real life scenarios where women did not choose themselves, stayed in the relationship and never had children. Either way, this is a time where you gotta be with yourself because you are the only one that's in control of this story. If you stay in a relationship and you want kids and you never got kids because your partner didn't want them or he wasn't ready, then you might be resentful later. Your marriage may not work out because you feel like, I gave you the best years of my life and I never had children. All of these things work in conversation. Sit with you to identify what matters most to me in my physical body stepping out of the story that everybody else said that how my life should be, and I need to be this age. What does all that mean? In a perfect world with no limitations, what would life look like for you and why? Number 3, if there is some sort of timing issue where you are wanting to move forward and start trying to have a baby, wanting to solidify your relationship and get married, and your partner is not, you have the option to freeze your eggs. I can't express this enough. Like, I was married for 18 years and I wish I would have frozen my eggs, because I still at 40 years old wonder, is my family complete? Is there a chance that I may have another child even at this age? And had I frozen my eggs, it would have presented another option. So if you financially have it in your budget, or you can figure out a way, this may save you time, because you wouldn't have to wonder and worry and obsess over it. You know that you can have a surrogate that can take that egg at 50 and you become a mother. So it's just another option for you to hold and consider. So a lot of times when emotions are running wild, our hormones, we see this destination, we know what we want, and we're not getting it. It produces frustration. And I'm here as your best friend to say, slow down a little bit, think clearly, get all the emotions out of the way, see what you want, see what matters most to you. Communicate to your partner, I'm sure you have, and in some ways exercise patience and trust that everything will align according to your desires. Not because mama wants some grandkids, or because all your other friends are having babies. You might decide you don't even want children. You might go, wait a minute, why do I even want to start a family now? I'm just wanting to give you permission to honor yourself, honor your desires, find a partner that is in alignment with your values and what you want, or stay and count the cost and say, I love you so much that whether we have children or not, I'm okay with this for the long haul. No matter what. I feel like there are people who are out there who are happily not married and happily without children. There are people out with children and a family and a white picket fence, according to that whole story, that are happy as well. Life is about figuring out what honors you most. I support you, girl. You got this. I'm coming to the baby shower. I'm coming to the non-baby shower, because either way, it all works together. If you haven't already, like and subscribe so you can find out when every video is launched. So if you're 30 something, not married, no kids, tell me in the comment, what scares you? What keeps you up at night? What are your fears? What's your thought about this situation? Let me know in the comments below.